I have my plan. Let's execute it here. Luckily, I have a bunch of movement because I gotta get pretty far. So, I'm gonna need 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna need 7 points of movement, which I can do, All right, so I'm gonna play Stamina. I'm going to use its greater ability by powering it with a gold mana from the source. So that's move 2, 4. Got to get into that forest, and that's going to cost me 3. So I'm going to play my second Stamina. And I really like Concentration's powered up ability of giving you a stronger effect +2, and I have a green mana in the source, so I think I'm going to hold on to this card because I'm thinking it might help me in this battle coming up. And I'm going to play Crystallize Sideways, all right, for my last point of movement, which gets me up to 7. Now remember, rampaging enemies will only attack you if you move adjacent to them, right? So moving up to them won't trigger them. If I was to move to this forest, that would trigger them. So I'm okay there. I can hang there. They're not going to attack me. And I'm not quite ready to attack them. So I'm going to hold on to my little battle cards. I'm going to hope I draw some more. All right. So my turn's done. Let's clean up, re-roll, and flick on to the next turn. Okay, back we go. Double greens. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's going to be great in a fight. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's a red. He's not going to go on any farther. Okay, 2 greens. All right, let's see what we can do with that. That's doable. That's doable. Okay, let's see what we pull here. I'm looking for some sort of an attack. March? No. Another March? Ah, great. Oh, and a Rage. Okay, okay. We got lucky there at the end because I think that is what we need. I'm thinking I'm glad I stole that red crystal because I'm probably going to need it. Now, the other thing is we started our turn here. We're on this magical glade and imbued with magic, all right? If you start your turn on a magical glade during the day, which we did, you gain a gold mana token. I will take that. 1 gold mana token. Finally. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. All right, let me think this through. Be right back. All right, now I think I thought this through, and let me tell you what I'm going to do, and call me if you see any shenanigans here, all right? These guys are brutal, so I want to completely block them. They also have physical resistance, so I either need to come up with a base attack of double their value, 6, or some sort of fire and ice attack of 3, all right? And I have these 2 March cards. I've already burned through 2 of my movement cards. These are my next 2, and I need to get from these orcs, reveal a tile, and come around the corner here. So I really don't want to be bunting. I don't want to be spending these cards sideways because I think I'm going to need them later on. All right, so I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to try and do this and save these cards. This is what I've come up with. First thing I have to do is block them. So if I take my wonderful gold mana on battle versatility, the stronger ability will give me a block 4. All right, so we stopped him. And then I'm going to enrage myself. How dare they? And I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to generate 6 attack points to get over that physical resistance, all right? And concentration, luckily, tells us that if we supersize this, if we take one of these lovely greens from the source, when you play this, play another action card, Rage, we're going to get the stronger effect of that card for free. So we're going to get attack 4 without paying for it. And if that gives you any type of attack, you get that amount +2. All right? So we're going to enrage ourselves using this green concentration. We're going to concentrate and enrage ourselves. I don't know. Does that make sense? But it works. It's going to give us physical attack 6, which is what we need to knock out these little orcs. Fabulous. All right, so far the plan is working. We're going to give ourselves 4 points. We're going to level up and do all sorts of fun stuff. And I managed to hold on to my 2 move cards. Okay. Now this is another part of Mage Knight that tricks me out. You are allowed to move and then interact, right? With either with a space, attack, or go into a village and recruit. But you're not allowed to then move again. Okay, you can either move and act, stay and act, or just move. All right. So as much as I would love to spend my move cards now to hit this village and reveal, technically I'm not allowed to do that. Right? The movement has to come first, and then the interaction. You can't interact and move. So I'm going to end my turn here. That's my reading of the rules. Let me know if I've got that wrong. So I'm going to end my turn here, clean up, level up, and get some good stuff here. Let's do that. All right, our first level up. I love this part of the game. I love choosing and picking your new tactics. I think this is a lot of fun. All right, so these little guys, what do they give us? They give us 1 reputation because they're rampaging, and they give us 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are up a row. Fabulous. Okay, so on this one we get an advanced action card and a skill token. So let's do this first. Magic talent. Okay, discard a card from your hand and you get to play a spell. I think this one's cool, but I think it's kind of spendy because I'm going to have to play this card plus discard a card. So it's going to take me 2 cards to invoke one of these. And that's nice and all, but it's a little bit spendy. Song of Wind. Okay, so this is about moving. This gives me movement, and I'm a little worried about movement on this playthrough because I'm going to have to reveal so many tiles on a turn. So that one would definitely take the pressure off as far as movement goes. Gives me an extra 2 move, and the cost of moving over desert, plains, and wasteland is reduced by 1. Okay. Or into the heat, fighting. Well, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of fighting. Play this at the start of combat. All of your units get their attack and block values increased by 2. But I cannot assign damage to them. Okay, so I'm liking these 2 for this scenario because I'm definitely going to be walking around and I'm definitely going to be walking down into mines. However, I'm really going to try and recruit in this game because I don't want to go down there alone. So I'm thinking into the heat. Let's take this one. Let's take this one, and we'll just have to be careful with our movement. So we'll take into the heat and we'll reveal regeneration, heal, ready a unit in your control. Oh, okay, another unit card. All right. Let's take this and go grab a tactic. All right, so I brought over my little box of skill tokens. Let's pull the first 2 and see what we get. All right, what are these? Okay, these are Dark Negotiation. It gets me extra influence, 2 in the day or 3 at night. Very handy because I do want allies in this game. Or Power of Pain. Oh, that sounds horrible. Once a turn, I could play a wound sideways, as if it were a non-wound card, and it'll give me +2. So do I plan on getting beat up in this game? Yes. Yes, I do. And I hate taking wounds. I think it's one of the things that holds me back as far as playing this game is I'm really paranoid about wounds. I'm so, I think, overly cautious that I'm not as aggressive as I need to be. So maybe if I take this tactic, I will overcome that that fear, that phobia, that wound phobia. So I think this is the safe one to take, would be Negotiator. And I am going to move into a village next turn and try and recruit. But I think for my mental development, gosh, that's sad to say, I'm going to go with this Power of Pain, baby. Let's see if I can overcome my phobia of wounds. Let's take that. So this one's going to get discarded. I'm going to put then this guy in the common offer for next turn. All right. Stick that over here. I have to re-roll my 1 mana die that I used. Another red, fabulous. Is there anything else I have to do? Let's take care of dummy player. 3 for you. 1, 2, 3. Green. So we're going to flip 1 more. Okay, so far we've been lucky. Dummy's not moving too fast. Okay, let's reset our hand and head into that village. Okay, strategy recap. I'm going to head into that village. I'm hoping I'm going to pull some influence cards, and I want to reveal a tile. All right? But I can't interact and then move, so I'm going to have to do all my movement up front. So, do I want to super fund this, or do I want to try and save my mana for something else? I don't think so. I don't think a green mana is going to help me on my influence, right? That's only red or white. So I don't see any problem with spending a green. Let's draw out my hand to see what I get. Okay, ready? Into the heat, no surprise there. Healing. And swiftness. Wow, that's a lot of movement. Okay. Not real helpful for going into that village. So you know what I might do? Let me just put that there. Since I don't want to heal, I could fund that one with green and draw 2 more cards and maybe pull one of my influence. Because I got more movement than I know what to do with. So let's do that. Let's start by playing Tranquility. And I'm also still on my Glade, so let's not forget that. That might change things a little bit here. Okay. And let's pull 2 more cards and hope for some influence. Mana draw. Sheesh, where are they? Finally, threaten. Okay. All right, I think we played this right. Okay, so I've played my Tranquility. I'm going to head into this village, so I'm going to keep moving here. I'm going to play my March, which will take me into the village, but before I interact with it, right? Before I interact with it, I'm going to play my other March. Okay, so let me think about this here though. See, this is where I need to, sometimes I think I need to slow down a little bit, all right? Because I could play Swiftness to get my move 2 and reveal my tile. That would save my March, which has a much higher move power to get around the board, right? It'll help me get to this keep if that's where I want to go. It'll also help me move into this new tile if I reveal something juicy, all right? So what's the flip side? If I play this move card, I end up saving my ranged attack, okay? I'm going to be recruiting those crossbowmen. They also have a ranged attack. Problem is, I believe keeps are going to be fortified, so a ranged attack will not work against them. Only sieged attacks will. If I pull a nice orc, though, I might be able just to plink them off the board with a ranged attack. See? Decisions. How I move now is going to change what I do next. All right, so because I feel like I can't use my ranged attack here, I think I might reveal with Swiftness to give me my move 2, and I'm going to hold on to my more powerful March card. Okay, that's my plan. That's my plan. All right. Let's do that. Oh, I'm going to make some room though, aren't I? All right, let's see if I slide. Can you guys still see that? You can. I'll pop this down here. Okay, we're good. Let's get our new tile. What did we get? Oh, there are orcs. Oh, and they're sitting right in front of us. Oh, that's a juicy target. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that very much. All right, daytime. These guys are going to pop up here. What do we get? I just killed you. Really? Man, you guys are everywhere. And we have another mine, our second mine we need to liberate. So let's put our brown enemy face down. Our big, oh, isn't that ironic? I'm going to have to fight 2 browns on that mine. Well, that's horrible. I don't like the sound of that at all. And a little monster den, but I got enough monsters to deal with. I'm not so interested in that. The only other thing I'm going to note, though, is that exploring up here is pretty much cut off between these two. I think I'm definitely going to be revealing tiles down here on this side of the board. So in anticipation of that, I'm just going to slide this up for camera setup purposes. Okay. Okay, so I've done all my moves, right? I drew 2 cards. I played a move 2 to get me into the city. I played another move 2 to reveal my tile. I'm done moving. I'm going to hold on to my march. So now I'm going to interact, and I'm going to go wandering into this city, and I'm going to try and recruit these guys, these little cross bowmen. They're the only ones available in a village, and to get them, I'm going to have to generate 6 points of influence. All right. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. I've already used my mana from the source. Now I could play mana draw because I have another red mana sitting in the source if I wanted to. Or remember, I banked this red. I banked this red with mana steal as my tactic. But you know, I'm kind of liking having just a red in my pocket for all this fighting. So I think I will. I think I am going to play. Except, wait a minute, think this through. I'm going to need 6 influence. And right now, even with threaten, my influence is only going to be 5. So I will have to play one of these cards sideways. And I know I want to hold on to March. I know I want to hold on to In the Heat of Battle, which means mana draw is the one that I'm going to have to play sideways. Okay. Okay. Did I think that through right? I think I did. I think I did. So to recruit these guys, I'm going to have to generate 6 influence. Right? So if I play Threaten, I can't take it from the source because I've already done that. This is okay because of Mana Steal. Or, see, even better, my little gold crystal I got from waking up on the magical glade. I like that even better. I like that even better because I've got to use this. This is a use it or lose it crystal, right? Let me double check that. But I'm pretty sure this crystal's going to disappear. I don't believe it went into my inventory. Give me 1 sec. Yes, I was right. Okay, so the magical glade says you gain a token, a mana token. It does not go into your inventory, so this is a use it or lose it token. So I'm not going to use my mana steal red. I'm just going to use my gold to fund threaten. And that's going to give me an influence of 5. I'm going to play mana draw. I'm going to bunt with it to give me an influence of 6. And basically, I'm just going to go into this village and coerce these cross-bowmen to join my cause. Sorry, guys. I chain ganged you. All right, so they are under my command token, which is fabulous. And that's all I can do. But I managed to save my red Mana Steal token. That one is still available to me. Okay, I revealed my tile. I played my hand. Let's clean up and do dummy player. All right, let's re-roll this. Oh, gold, I'll take that. And dummy player, let's see what you're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, a green, 1 more. Okay, we still have a little bit of time left. I got my crossbowmen with their lovely ranged attack, because you know me, I'm a chicken, I like to fight from afar. So, we have a bunch of enemies on the board. Let's go see what we can do. Okay, drop to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Do we want to go liberate a mine? That's the question. Okay, So I still have one card left. So and the dummy player still has cards as well. So I don't have to rush this, all right? I don't have to rush this. But I am coming to the end of the day. And according to my pacing, I needed to be liberating a mine every day. So I'm thinking, got our units, we might head down there. My only regret is that he's going to pull another brown token on me. All right, but let's do some hand analysis. Influence. Well, I don't have any more command tokens, so I know I don't need this. So he's going to be able, I can play him sideways. I saved my march, for which I'm very glad. I don't think I'm going to be able to generate enough movement, however, to get into that mine. Because it's going to take me 3 to move here. And remember, for the mines, I have to actually move into that space. I don't believe I can assault them from afar. Let me double check. That might be too easy, though. You may enter it from its space as an action. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so I would have to generate a move of 6. And I can get a 5. I can get 1 sideways for a 6. But I'm afraid that if I burn any of these cards to generate that last movement, that's gonna really hurt me once I go into the mine. Are keeps the same? Let's double check. Wait a minute, I got choices here. I got choices. Let's take our time, think this through. Where's my keep cards? There they are, the keep. All right, if I move next to it, it gets revealed. Nice. I have to assault them. Oh, that's right. And they are considered fortified. So I can't just plink at them with my arrows. All right, let me think for a minute. Be right back. Okay, I thought this through. And I realize I've gotten myself into a bit of a pickle here with all of these rampaging enemies, because if I move into these hills, I'll be beside a rampaging enemy. And if I then move into the mine, I'm going to trigger the rampaging enemy, which means I'm going to have to fight all 3 of them. And while I would like, to get over my wound phobia, that seems a bit excessive. Same problem with this keep. If I move here and then into the keep, I will have moved twice past a rampaging enemy, which means I'm going to wake them up as well, and I'm going to have to fight the keep people, the defenders, as well as this little brutal orc dude. Again, I want to take some wounds, but maybe not that many. So I'm thinking, even though I do have a great hand, I don't think it's good enough to take 3 enemies at once. And I also don't know if it's enough to take whatever's hidden under this keep. It'd be great if I could see what that was, but I can't, right? And I went and checked my little enemy tokens of what could be hiding under there. And I just think alone, no problem. But when I double it up with this brutal, physical resistant orc, I think it's just going to be a little more than I can chew, all right? And I'm gonna play cautious. I always do, and I always regret it. But let's just go for it, all right? Let's just go for it. I'm not going to manage. I know for sure I can't liberate this mine this turn. I can't take all 3 of these, all right? That's definitely not going to happen. And what's the point in pushing it on a keep? It doesn't get me any closer to my scenario victory. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take out this little rampaging enemy in the middle that's kind of 3 in a row that's causing the problem, all right? So to do that, I'm going to march for 2, okay? Because it's daytime, I can now reveal that keep, which is great because night's falling, and I want to know what I'm up against. All right. All right, yeah, physical resistant goblin. I'm going to have to generate 10 to take him out. And I don't have any fire attacks right now on me, so I'm feeling pretty good that we didn't just charge in there, okay? I'm not going to move in there and trigger both of these guys because there is no way. I could definitely block them all, I just would not be able to take them out. All right. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to take them out and block them. Because I would have to generate, wow, they're both physical resistance. So I would have to generate 16 points of damage between the two of them. And I just don't see that happening. I might be able to generate. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to take just the keep and then block these guys, but not actually attack them. Right? And I got a block of 5, so that'll take care of those guys. I'm going to have to generate a block of 2, but more importantly, I'm going to have to generate an attack. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. All right, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Let's just go with the game plan. At least we know it's there, so that when night falls, we can plan an assault against this keep, as opposed to just running in and triggering everybody in the countryside. I think that's a better idea. So let's just go after these little rampaging orcs. Get them out of the way. This way, I can pick and choose when and how I attack without springing additional enemies on me. Okay. So to do that, the first thing I need to do is block his 4, and I luckily have a little gold mana, which I'm going to use to generate a block of 5. So I think I'm good there. I now need, because he's physically resistant, I've done this before, this is all deja vu-ish to me, an attack of 6, and I am going to use my fabulous little cross of bowmen here. So let's power them up. Before I do that though, I'm going to play Into the Heat. All right, start of combat. Oh, I guess I should have played this before I blocked. Play this card at the start of combat, and remember I banked my red, so I've used from the source for my gold, but this is from my mana steel, and I'm going to play the higher ability. I'm going to play this card at the start of combat, and all my units are going to get their attack and blocked increased by 3, which is perfect, because I just happen to have an attack of 3, which gives me 3 plus 3 of 6. And those little rampaging problems are a problem no more. All right, fabulous. Clean up and get some experience points. All right, another enemy down. And he's another 4-pointer, which is actually, works out very well, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4 level up and a +1 reputation. Ah, this is great. Okay. We're going to get another command token, which I will take, and maybe we'll be able to recruit another unit here. We'll have to see what pops up in the unit offer. Maybe there's something we could take from a keep next turn. Wouldn't that be lovely? All right. On to dummy player. Another command token. Look at that. We made it to level 3. Fabulous. And I have room for someone else to join me. I would love that. Let's re-roll our little mana. 2 reds and another gold. Ah, all right. Dummy player. Okay, he's out of cards, so we're going to play this round because he's going first, right? When it comes around next time, he's going to declare end of round. That's not a problem because we're out of cards too. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. We got one last gasp before night falls. All right, let's mark this as conquered. Pull our last card, which is our swiftness. It'll give us some move. You know, we have a ton of influence, and maybe we could get back to the village. The only problem is, all of my units, none of them can come from a village right now. Those Red Cape monks and those golems, none of them are village eligible. What a bummer. Isn't that a bummer? If I could take out that keep, I could recruit them, but I'm not too sure how I would do that. You know what I might do, though? I need to be revealing tiles, right? And I have a little bit of move left over here. And these guys, right, they're not rampaging. So I'm now going to be able to walk through them and hopefully won't trigger anything this time. So to get through the forest, I would need 3. And to reveal a tile, I would need 2. So I'm going to need a move of 5. And I can get that by using improvisation. Discard a card from your hand. influence to get me a move 3. That'll bring me into the forest. And then using swiftness for the last thing I'm going to do in the daytime here is reveal this tile. Alright, so I revealed 2 tiles, which is what I need to be doing every turn, so I'm sort of on pace for that. Oh, another rampaging enemy. A mage tower. I like the sound of that. So, rampaging enemies, go face up. Who are you? Oh, you're very easy. Oh, but you're only 2 experience points. That's not so exciting, but I bet I can just take you out as I walk by. And mage towers go face down, is that right? It's revealed if the player is adjacent to it. Well, okay, face down it is. Alright, I'm out of cards. And I think that's the end of our first day. We didn't do too bad. We got the tiles down we wanted. We were unable to hit this mine, but I'm really hoping here. I'm going to see what ends up in the unit offer. We may take out the keep first, because we have a command token. So we may go to the keep first and recruit, or we may hop straight down into the mine. Okay, round 2. The first night begins. We're going to have to do a lot of strategy here between the tactics and my opening hand and what ends up in the unit offer to decide which direction we're going to go. Alright? Alright. Nice slow playthrough. I hope I'm doing this right. I hope I'm not going to regret this later on. Here goes.